Calendars. I've always had calendars. Never thought of them as something to collect, but more recently they're making a lot of very, very clever ideas, some of which you have to throw away, but they're still fun, and some which you keep perpetually. And here's an example of a perpetual calendar, which I wouldn't throw away. It's a puzzle calendar produced by Thick Fun, and it's got March at the top and 26 at the bottom. But look how clever the design is. You've got these pieces here, there's 2 of them, and they're double-sided. You have to arrange them. If you do it on a table, you get a bit puzzled because the 6 is not quite complete. There's a gap there, but the answer is there's a black piece on which it's based on, and that completes the figure. And likewise, the R of the letter March at the end isn't quite complete when it's laid on the table. When you're doing it, you've got to be careful and remember it's going to go on a black surface, so the P turns into a letter R when it's actually on the top. So here we've got a puzzle in which every day, and there's about 30 or 31 days in the month, and you've got to arrange the bottom pieces to make the day right, and then at the top you've got 12 more puzzles to do, 1 a month to create the right month, and that sits on a desktop and amuses people. Nice idea. Some time ago I picked up this sliding pieces calendar, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. Every single month I have to arrange the pieces sliding block wise to create the month. I think Sam Lloyd invented the 15 puzzle, which this is based on, 1995. Well, this is probably a 1920s or 30s invention, but this is a very recent addition to it. But these pieces slide up and down, and at the end of each month I have to rearrange the calendar in order to get the days right with the day of week at the top here. So that's a very nice idea. Then coming out of puzzles, but still something you wouldn't throw away, is this wonderful calendar I've had many years in my collection, which has got optical devices here, which only become apparent when you've got this sliding into the right position. There's the 26th position, for instance. So this doesn't give the months, it gives the day of the month, and it's just an optical illusion, and only when you've got it in the right window does it actually appear. And then to make the other side, you have to turn the piece round, and it'll do the first line, which is the 1st of the month down to the 15th of the month. So there's 3 calendars which you wouldn't throw away because they're perpetual calendars. There's another whole series of calendars out there which you do throw away. A page a day is typically the most common. These used to be just ordinary little office ones. I still have one in my old collection, but it's just a page a day. But nowadays, with page a day, they've done so many things. This is one, for instance, which shows optical illusions. Every single day is a different optical illusion. There's ones with poems a day, and puzzles a day, and paper aeroplanes a day, and just everything you can imagine, thought for the day. There's a huge number of these now available. There's occasionally a puzzle which is a monthly calendar. So the most common calendars you see in shops are monthly with a lovely picture of cats or gardens. This one, produced by a doll maker who I meet every year at Nuremberg, has a nice idea, because when she's finished with the month, and we'll finish with March, when I finish with that, I can turn it over and now I've got a postcard. Put a stamp on it and send it to a friend. Clip this bit off. Nice idea. Sometimes I run out of people to send it to, so I do other things with this. For instance, I can make it into one of these wonderful geometrical shapes. Have to trim it slightly to make it into the shape, and you end up with a thing called a sunken cube octahedron. So I gave her one of those last year at the Nuremberg Toy Fair, made from one of her calendars from about 2 years ago, and she was delighted with it. So look out for calendars. There are some very strange ones. Some are permanent, some are tear away, but there are some very interesting ones around. Good hunting.